Hey everybody, it's Andy aka Max Writer, and we are back with another unboxing video. Blah, that sounded great. First one in a little while. So this one's coming from Chiton Proctor, Last Mile Game Logistics LLC, Muskegon, Michigan. I have no idea what this could be. It was like, ooh, it was had a rubber band and was connected to our post box because it was too big to fit in, which I do appreciate. The fact that, ouch, the fact that the mailman didn't just jam it in there. I've had mailmen do that before, and it's really annoying. Oh boy, oh, this one's been a while coming. This is a Kickstarter, and I wasn't expecting it today. So it's very cold, and I hope that doesn't. It's kind of humid in our house. This is New Tales. This is a heavy book. This is New Tales of the Miskatonic Valley, 2nd edition. Further Adventure in Lovecraft County by Lynch Herber, Ross Smith. Wait. Lynch Herber, Ross, Smith Adair, Rios, Skorkowski, Bolt, McCallie. You know, I never thought of how to pronounce that name. McGinnis, Gibbons, Proctor, and Sumter. 7th edition Call of Cthulhu, 1920s through Chaosium and Stygian Fox. The Miskatonic River Press Classics #1. Neat. This is lovely. 7 sinister scenarios set in the fictional New England town of H.P. Lovecraft. Written by veterans Keith Herber and Kevin Ross, and other leading Call of Cthulhu luminaries such as Christopher Smith Adair. Oh, that's his name. Smith Adair's his last name. Tom Lynch, Seth Skorkowski, and Oscar Rios. New interior illustrations by Henriette Bolt, with maps by John Gibbons and Stephanie McCallie. I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing her name. Handouts by Dean Englehart, and a new layout design by Badger McGinnis. In Arkham, Tom Lynch's The Reeling Midnight introduces players to Arkham's truly decadent party scene. Christopher Smith Adair's Wasted Youth explores the roots of juvenile delinquency, culminating in a wild chase through the wilderness. I believe those two are both ones that were in the first Tales of the Miskatonic Valley, but I could be mistaken. Foxfield is the setting for Keith Herber's Proof of Life. That one certainly was. Oh, I missed one. Spirit of Industry takes players back to the village of Dunwich, where Oscar Rios explores old murders and an ancient mystery. I believe that one was also in the original Tales of the Miskatonic Valley. Foxfield is the setting for Keith Herber's Proof of Life, a tale of extortion and madness in a brand new Lovecraft country town. Oscar Rios is back for seconds, this time exploring Kingsport and old grudges with Malice Everlasting. Kevin Ross, author of Kingsport, City in the Mist, revisits his creation with when a veteran of the Great War is suddenly haunted by deadly nightmares in, the Night War. That was definitely in the first one, and that is an amazing, amazing scenario. Seth Skorkowski, author of, I don't know which ones are new now. What's new in this edition? Seth Skorkowski, author of the Valdecan series of novels, takes us to the hidden town of Innsmouth with all its squalor, danger, and dark corruption in A Mother's Love. What's new in this edition? This volume reprints the scenarios from the original New Tales of the Miskatonic Valley and adds full color layout, new art, a brand new scenario, and new maps and play aids. Okay, so Seth Skorkowski's is the only new one, and the rest of these are from the original New Tales of the Miskatonic Valley, which was written for Call of Cthulhu 6th edition. Excellent book, wonderfully illustrated, great maps. I'm betting that this one will be pretty much the same. Now this, I don't know how long I've been waiting for this. Gosh, it's heavy. I wish I'd gotten the hardback now. So here's, that's a complete map of Arkham. Very nice. That's a lovely little color map. Okay, so Reeling Midnight. So that takes place in Arkham. True Tales of Arkham. Oh yeah, the webbing. Nice. Merchant District, Campus, French Hill, Rivertown, Uptown, Lower South Side, North Side, Downtown, East Town. That's kind of neat. I don't know if I've ever seen a map that's had all of the different neighborhoods actually on it. Yeah. Now, the original one, the original New Tales of the Miskatonic Valley was black and white. Wasted Youth. Oh, jeez. Different art, obviously. Sarah cuts loose. You're probably going to see some spoilers here. Ooh, ouch. That looks painful. Oh, I just realized there's glare. Sorry about that. Once I get going like this, see the wild rising hills of Dunwich. That's not a bad picture. It doesn't look like any place in Dunwich, though, I don't think. Dunwich is really spread out, according to the original. Oh, there's the town. That is a long bridge. I believe Spirit of Industry deals with the sawmill, if I remember correctly. Speaking of, yep, the 1806 sawmill. Explore charming Foxfield. That's pretty slick. There's some nice illustrations. Yep, there's Foxfield. If anybody could tell me where Foxfield comes from, if it's from any fiction at all, I've looked for it. I think it might have been solely made for New Tales of the Miskatonic, and then a few other scenarios came later, but I could be mistaken. I'm really not sure, but I am interested. Yikes. There's Kingsport. That's a nice freaking map. That's a beautiful map. Malice Everlasting. Kingsport, City of the Mists is an excellent supplement, and they connected Kingsport very strongly with dreamers, and the dreamlands and all that stuff, which I thought was a very genius idea. The Night War. This in the original one was my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a beautiful story, and it really comes together wonderfully. Oh, jeez. And I remember it because I read it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And the ending can be just wonderful. I mean, enjoy the fishing in Innsmouth. No, I don't think so. A Mother's Love. So here's Seth Skorkowski's brand new one. Another beautiful, beautiful map of Innsmouth. One of my favorite places because it's the most terrifying. It's one of the places besides Arkham that I've taken my my character's investigators. Daddy, me, and Mommy. Isn't that cute? Yikes. I believe this is Seth Skorkowski's first outing writing scenarios for Call of Cthulhu professionally. I could be mistaken. I don't know. I watch his videos. Check out his videos. Look up Seth Skorkowski, and you will find him. They are amazing and hilarious. Oh, wow. That's cool. That is something I've always wanted to do. So you print these out on newsprint paper, and you hand them to your players, and very cool. Character folio. Oh, pre-gens. Very sweet. There's a lot of pages for a pre-gen. Guess you don't... Nope, there's her history. Here's character sheet, front and back. Weapons. Oh, where you carry your stuff. That's kind of neat. Conrad Franklin, pugilist. I missed one. I missed this guy. Charles Etheridge, book dealer. Father Michael Calhoun, Catholic priest. These are very detailed. I like them. Jonathan Johnny Logan, driver and bootlegger. Not a big fan of Rhonda Goldstein, photojournalist. That's rather risque, Rhonda. You should be wearing... women always wore pantyhose back in those days. Otherwise, people started to talk. Hey, Kickstarter backers, I'm probably in here somewhere. Oh, wait. No, I'm probably in this giant list here somewhere. So I wonder if it's in any kind of order. It doesn't look like it. Just kind of everybody's name. All right. So there is New Tales of the Miskatonic Valley 2nd Edition. That's a heavy book. This paper's nice and thick. Smells good. Well done, Stygian Fox. This is worth the wait. So, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, I appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all next time.